Hello, welcome to my channel, Best Budgets, where I try to make the best out of my budget. In today's video, what we're going to go ahead and do is close out the previous paycheck that I did receive, and we're going to go ahead and set up for a new week. So if you're interested, stay tuned. So I do want to start off in my calendar spread for the month of February. We have all the days marked off that has went by. Today is the 21st of February, and I do have bills that's still coming out, so I do have to go ahead and look out for my car insurance to pull out and my renter's insurance as well, also my Apple storage. And then we're going to go ahead and look at the paycheck that I am going to be receiving on the 27th. That needs to last me until March 13th. So let's see if it is going to do that or not. I do still need to make a appointment with my financial advisor. I did call the IRS for my 2024 taxes, and they said that they're going to put a referral out for that. So that's going to take another 60 days. So hopefully by April I will be receiving those taxes plus the 2025 taxes. So that should be a good amount of change coming to me real soon. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at our paycheck budget tracker. Okay, so what we are looking at is my February paycheck budget tracker for the paycheck that I did receive on the 13th of February. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our info section. So for source number 4, I did receive 4 cents. Source number 1 came in at $1,727.69. Rollover from account number 1 was $229.82. Rollover in account number 2 was $288.67. I did receive source number 3 that did come in at $10.92. So altogether, our inflow total for this paycheck date was $2,257.14. Okay, so the bills, fixed expenses that had to get covered with this paycheck was my OnStar, and that was $24.99. My light bill came in a little bit over budget at $145.71. You guys, they had the nerve to send me a letter talking about some we miscalculated the usage and we have to charge more. I think that was a what you call that, an excuse. So I'm gonna block out my city of where I live at real quick so I can show you guys the letter. Okay, you guys, so look at this BS right here. During a recent review of our billing systems, we identified a programming issue that affected how energy charges were applied for a limited group of residential customers, specifically electric uses between 250 and 500 kilowatts. Within the first usage tier was not being assigned the atypical cost as intended. As a result, some customers were underbilled for a portion of their energy usage. Really? Okay. So I think that's the excuse why they want to go ahead and, overcharge people, because some customers were underbilled. Whose fault was that? Once this issue was identified, the system was promptly corrected to ensure accurate billing going forward. Wow. So basically what y'all telling me is that I think this is fake, you guys. I think it's fake. Just say that you guys are having increases in, usage, Don't send out this fake stuff talking about we was underbilled and all that extra stuff. Like, come on now. Get it together. You guys are a company. You guys are supposed to be truthful with your customers. So, yeah. That's why my bill was $145.71. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. So, half of my portion of the rent for March was $585. I do save a month in advance for my rent. Half of the car insurance for March is $103. Half of the April's lawyer bill is $175. Google storage was $1.99. The way was $20. My student loans I am paying out of my 100 envelope challenge. So I did put $40 towards it. Here is a updated view of my envelope challenge. So what I did was I colored in my 40. Last month I put 50 towards it, and then this month when I get paid on the 27th, I'm going to put the $52 I'm going to pay $52 towards that bill. I do have it pre-set up to where I can pick any envelope I want to and then have them pull it out on the day I get paid. So that's how I am doing this. envelope challenge. I'm just picking out numbers within these first 3 rows to go ahead and send towards my student loans. I'm not going to be saving this. I'm just going to be paying towards it. So, and I am doubling it. So as you guys can see, 26 equals 52 and 25 equals 50. So that's how I am doing it. I owe over $20,000. So hopefully when I'm done with this, it will put a dent in that balance. So investments, I put $25 towards that. My Klarna number 1 was $42.23. And then my Klarna number 2 was $15.27. So altogether, our fixed expenses was $1,178.19. That left us with $1,078.95. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my variable expenses. So we had a $1,700. No, we did not. We had $1,078.95 left over. Gas was 0 this week. My household was $41.47. My food out this week was $112.08. I don't know who I thought I was this week eating out, but I need to do better, okay? This is not acceptable. So I only budgeted $200 for the whole month, and I'm already spending like over $100 in the week. So yeah, something gonna have to give right now. So for my daughter, she received $15.31. My son received 0. Miscellaneous, we spent $163.19. And for groceries, I spent $205, you guys. So I did go grocery shopping, but I did overspend it eating out. So we might have to do something. That is ridiculous, okay? So altogether, our variable expense total was $537.05. That left us with $541.90. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at my savings goals for this paycheck. So we had $541.90 left over. Emergency did receive $25. My car maintenance received $13. My moving fund received $50. Bill pay received $13. Gifts, holiday, and travel, including Christmas, received $26. And my earthquake insurance / car insurance deductible got $13. So altogether, that was $140. I think I might bump this up to $150. Once I eliminate some bills, okay? So that left us with $401.90. I did go ahead and just bring that down here to my rollover section. For account number 1, we did roll over $246.57. And in account number 2, we are rolling over $155.33. So altogether, our rollover was $401.90, leaving us with 0 balance. So my account, this is what I have in my account, $401.90. It's just named a rollover because I am doing that with this money. That does not mean I have 0 in my account. That just means that everything has a name to it, okay? So this is how my paycheck went for February 13th. I do need to make this stretch until the 27th of February. So let's go ahead and set up for the next paycheck, which is February 27th. Okay, so as you all can see, we went ahead and pre-filled in some of this paycheck budget tracker just to save some time. I'm going to cry if I look up at this phone and it says storage full. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So I am budgeting out a paycheck that's coming in on the 27th of February. Usually I will budget a rollover paycheck for this, but since I am getting paid within the last week of February and we only have like a week left, I'm just going to go ahead and use this paycheck for some of these bills that's due within this week and then roll it over until March 1st week, okay? So for source number 1, which is my earned income, I am budgeting $1,700. For rollover in account number 1, as you guys can see, we did roll over $246.57. In account number 2, we are rolling over $155.33. I am bringing in savings to pay my car insurance, and that's $206. So altogether, when I did add this up, it came up to $2,307.09. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at our fixed expenses for this week, okay? So for Amazon Prime, it's due on the 20th. This paycheck is going from the 20th all the way to the 28th, okay? So for Amazon Prime, I am budgeting $7.60. For Apple storage this week, I am budgeting $9.99, which is doing a 26. My YouTube TV is doing a 28 at $82.99. My renter's insurance is due on the 24th at $30.75. My car insurance is due on the 21st at $206. It's $205 and some change, but I do round up. My Klarna number 1 is due on the 27th, and that is $42.22. My Klarna number 2 is due on the 27th, and that's $15.26. Half of my March's payment of rent, my portion $585. Half of March's car insurance, I am going to put $103 away for that. And the half of April's lawyer's bill is due on the 27th at $175. Okay, so these are all the bills that I do pay. Well, am expected to pay within this paycheck cycle. So we're going to go ahead and add up. Okay, so as you all can see, we did get a fixed expense total of $1,257.81. So what I do have coming in as $2,307.09. I am going to subtract $1,257.81. That gives me a leftover. Let's try that again. I'm looking at my spreadsheet and it's not adding up. So $2,307.09. Okay, and we're going to subtract $1,257.81. Okay, so it's always some BS when I'm doing this calculation stuff. So let me go ahead and figure out what is going on. Okay, so I went ahead and figured out what was going on. I had to change this from 09 to 90, okay? So that's 90 cents. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and try this again. That's $2,307.90. I am going to subtract $1,257.81. That does give us what I am looking at in my spreadsheet on the computer. $1,050.09. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring that down here. $1,050.09. Okay. So I am going to be doing my variable expenses right now. So for gas, I am budgeting $80. I'm not going nowhere, but I do want that extra cushion just in case. My household, I am budgeting $0 for this week. Food out, I am budgeting $60. Me, I am budgeting me $0. My daughter $0. My son is getting $30. He went on a field trip, so I know that's going to be subtracted from my account this week. And miscellaneous, I am budgeting $0. Groceries, I'm budgeting $0. And then cars, I am budgeting $0 as well. I might have my husband wash my car, so yeah, you can do that. Okay, so I have 80 plus 60 plus 30. That's $170 I plan to spend on variable expenses the last week of February. So that's 170. So I had $1,050.09. I'm going to subtract 170. That leaves me with $880. I need to write with this up so I won't mess up. So $880.09. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up here to the top of our savings goals. $880.09. Okay. So for my land / core, I am not saving for land anymore. I'm actually saving for moving. So this would be renamed. I'm putting $50 in there. Emergency, I'm putting $25. Car maintenance, I'm putting in $13. Bill pay, I'm putting in $13. Gifts, holiday, and travel is getting $26. And my earthquake insurance / car insurance deductible is getting $13. So altogether that is $140. So I'm going to go ahead and take my $880.09. I'm going to subtract $140. That gives us a leftover of $740.09. I am going to bring that down here, $740.09. Okay, so I have budgeted my rollover in account number 1 and rollover in account number 2. These R's are very ugly, you guys, don't worry about it. Okay, so for my account number 1, I am budgeting $330.82. And account number 2, I am budgeting to roll over $409.27. So altogether, that is $740.09, and that gives us 0 left over. Whew. Okay, so this is how my paycheck budget tracker is looking for the paycheck that I am going to be receiving on the 27th of February. So I would like to thank you all for joining me today to do this budget with me, and until next time, you guys take care. Bye bye.